Hello. How's everyone doing tonight? So, I don't know if you heard the news, but CJ has kicked the bucket. I don't know if it was last night or it was this morning, UK time. So, don't expect a fake condolences from me. Okay? This may be unpopular and I might piss some people off, but I heard the news when someone came in to Jamie's premiere this afternoon, and Aquarian Baby, aka Aqua Baby, or whatever you want to call it, decided to ruin what was supposed to be a funny video made by Jamie. Actually, Jamie did a really good job on it. And well, Siren, I'm not gonna I have no respect for CJ as a human being. Hey Smiley. Hey Wendy. So the reason why I went live was because Robbie made a community post and some people are freaking out about it. Hey Janine. So we're going to cover that real quick before I get into how I really feel about this whole situation. It took me hours to process my emotions. So let's put this on the screen. All right. I won't be making fake condolence post. She won't be making a fake condolence post about Country Joe. If you've been following me, you'll remember in the one of my recent live streams, I predicted there would be a major loss in this community before the end of October. And it would be a bigger creator. My intuition was spot on. The longer I stay sober, the stronger and sharper my psychic ability gets. This only confirms it. I'm truly sorry for the people who cared about her. Losing someone is always sad. And I mean that sincerely. But this is a wake-up call for people who spend their days fighting, gossiping, and tearing each other down. Life is too short to keep feeding negativity. And yes, it's ironic that CJ once wished me to OD, and now Jur and Sally Ann are telling everyone to be kind and not to say mean things. I have nothing mean to say, but hearing them talk about karma speaks for itself. At the end of the day, none of this online drama matters. People are here 1 minute and gone the next. My intuition keeps showing me that life is fragile, and maybe we should all start living like there's no tomorrow and stop fighting all the time. Is drama really worth it? So, we're just going to go down here to the comment section. And here we go. We have Sally Ann accusing Robbie of wishing her dead by a heart attack. You're full of shit, Sally Ann. No, what Robbie actually said was she was a ticking time bomb. That's not the same as wishing someone dead. Okay? So here we go, Sally Ann, is so-called grief-stricken. I'm not really grief-stricken. Is this sad? Absolutely. This is absolutely sad. But you have to look at things from another angle. All right? The only condolences I'm going to give tonight is to Country Joe's family. I'm sure this is a shock to them, but so what legacy is CJ going to leave for everyone in this community as a whole? Now, Robbie was absolutely right about something. All right. I didn't think of it this way at first. Let me just read what he said again. All right. Losing someone is always sad. Absolutely. But this is a wake-up call for people who spend their days fighting, gossiping, and tearing each other down. Life is too short to keep feeding negativity. I totally agree with you, Robbie. And this is what CJ will be known for. She was a flip-flopper, backstabbing. She was even a con artist that only cared about her numbers instead of caring about people. Now, that's really sad in itself. So the message I'm trying to make tonight is, how will Country Joe be remembered? Are you going to forget all the things CJ's done? Here you go, Smiley. Yeah. And this may be hard for some people. Sally Ann made a fool of herself as usual. She's making a fool out of herself in Robbie's comment section. This isn't about you, Sally Ann. This isn't about you. As much as you'd like it to be about you, it isn't. Now, I'm going to remember Country Joe as that person that teared people down, the person who went by opinion. She couldn't even stand up and do what was right. Now, I'm not here to make a fake condolence speech. Because look at all the horrible things Country Joe has done to people. Threatening to call people's jobs. Threatening to go real life. She went real life on Marie 21. How many times? When it was uncalled for? It was always about sent Marie 21 to CJ. Yeah, Janine, it is sad. And I agree with you 100%. I have no nice things to say about her. Absolutely. Now, I'm not going to sit here and drag CJ. This isn't why I went live. But to sit there, but I'm not going to sit here. Hey, Jessica, I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. So maybe this is a wake-up call for anyone that doesn't take care of themselves, spends every waking moment on YouTube. Yeah. I'm very disappointed from them over there. And for those not aware, I was right about Jur from day one. I never liked the bitch. So here's a prediction for everyone. Hey, what you Nicole? Country Joe died. She kicked the bucket this evening. Not this evening, probably this morning or. So CJ kicked the bucket either last night or this morning. And her daughter, Lucy, went on her Facebook and made a Facebook post. And to be really honest, when I heard the news tonight or this afternoon, I was highly skeptical. I thought this was another cruel joke, like the one where CJ decided to take Tic Tacs and try to unalive herself for attention. But I seen receipts that her daughter, CJ's daughter, actually made a post on her behalf to tell everyone that she dropped dead. Good question, what you call? Good question. So according to CJ's daughter, she died of high potassium levels. I don't want to assume on the cause of death here. That's for a medical examiner or the coroner in Scotland to determine. Please do, Wendy. Please let me read the post. All right. So hi everyone. This is Veronica's daughter Lucy. So anyone that doesn't know that CJ's name is Veronica Gavin. All right. Hi everyone. This is Veronica's daughter Lucy. Yesterday morning, my mom passed away in her sleep. Between Thursday and Friday, she has been told by the doctor her potassium levels were high and she would need to seek medical care. On Friday night around 1 a.m., she was very tired and refused an ambulance that had rang her. She said that she would see how she felt in the morning. I know there are some of you who were close to my mom and love her, and your messages and support mean the world to her and to us. She had a family who loved her dearly and wanted the best for her. My mom always loved making people laugh and smile. She was creative, beautiful, and would have given her last penny to someone in need. We will all miss her. In the next few days, I will be closing down Country Joe's across her social media on behalf of her family. Thank you again for bringing joy and happiness into her life. Now, I don't wish death on anyone, especially anyone on here. But as this post said, she refused an ambulance that had rang her, and she would see how she felt in the morning. Looks like she didn't take care of herself too good. Megan VR. The reason I'm doing this live is because Sally Ann decided to, what do you call it? Make a spectacle out of this. So you in here telling us to let her rest in peace. Really? She didn't. Wow. Which Nicole, can you get rid of Christine and Megan, please? Since they're only here to start problems. Do you expect me to Megan VR, do you expect me to cry and whine about someone who spent her days tearing people down? So this is a lesson. Yeah, she's listening, Megan. She's listening. Excuse me, Navigator? You're calling me a coward? I'm not going to sit here and give fake condolences. All right? Now, Amy has one less person to defend her tonight. Okay, Jessica. Yeah, I don't follow that community either, Witchy, Nicole. All right. So I just wanted to do a live, tell everyone what happened. And I tend to be on Robbie's side on this. Hey, Nikki. No one on earth has the power or ability to intervene on someone or on anyone resting in peace. Like Robbie said to me earlier, CJ is now in a much better place than any of us. Absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and, yeah, she is in a better place. Yeah, she's not suffering anymore. So please get your last comments or concerns in the chat. I don't wish anyone to suffer. I don't wish death on anybody. But Robbie never said or wished death on her. At the same time, I'm not going to be in mourning. So if anyone wants to come up and say their goodbyes, please do so. All right, we got a guest. Hello, Jess.
Hi, it's me. I promise. I just didn't have the time to do a photo. Um, okay, you probably think I came up here to like yell at you and take over your stream or whatever. No, that's not why I came up here. Would you mind if I help? Oh, hi, Nikki. Would you mind if I kind of help? Like, I understand absolutely what you're saying. I understand absolutely what Nikki's saying, and I understand what the chat's saying. And I just responded to Robbie's post. And what I will say is this: there are in these sides of YouTube or anywhere in the world, we're all fighting something. And right now, we are fighting each other over other issues. But now we've had somebody in the community pass away, where you have a side where maybe they didn't get along with CJ, or CJ didn't get along with us, or however it goes. And either way, her death is still very sad. To be that age, 45,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's very sad. I've heard numerous things all day. Now I do remember Robbie saying, "Hey, I do think you should take care of your health. Focus on your health." Was he wrong? No,
No.
he was not. Now, contrary to that, I've also seen a lot of friends of CJ's say, "Hey, I sent her medication in the mail," meaning like vitamins, things she could not get where she lived or what, those type of things. And they even said, "I sent her these things and she never took them." Does that mean that the woman deserved to die?
No.
That a daughter needs to be without their mother, a spouse needs to be without their significant other, or even their really good friends need to be without them? No, not at all. And I feel like and you guys are going to get pissed off at me for saying this. The chat might, but you can't tell people that if it's not condolences, at least empathy.
Mm-hmm.
And I am seeing empathy being given by several different people that, like for myself, CJ did not know me. One of the last things that CJ did was derogatory towards me. But after I heard the news, I listened to Jurors Live. I saw everyone in there. And the idea to, well, light what we do in our traditions, and actually Wiccan and pagan, like we do the same thing. We'll light a candle if someone passes. I actually lit a candle for CJ earlier just because of the circumstances. Now, I'm not trying to take over your stream or anything.
Oh, no, don't worry about it.
It's not that. And the reason why I said, please don't block Pristine and Navigator and Megan VR. Don't block them from coming here and being able to say how they feel as well. Because on this particular subject, both sides have strong feelings. And I get where I get where Robbie's coming from. A
Mm-hmm.
big, like in so many ways. But I also get, and those people don't like me. The ones that are in your chat right now that you wanted to block, they don't like me. But I also don't want them muted or kicked out of somewhere because they're also going through something heavily emotional. And maybe it's time that we start showing each other, even if it's a little bit of respect. We've got to do something
Right.
because look what's happened. We've lost somebody today that the community knew, that they thought was funny. And most of us have gotten into arguments with CJ. So I just feel like both sides have the right to be heard. That's all I want to say. And
I
I
just
am sorry that she died. Go ahead.
I
Sorry,
just want to
Nikki.
say that it's okay. I just want to say that um, first of all, um, I I think most of us believe that CJ is definitely in a better place, obviously,
Absolutely.
better than all of
Yeah.
and we're here. I do feel like um, s- sad for her family, her daughter.
Oh, I
I
even
think,
said that at the beginning of this. So
yeah,
any
but
condolences that I have will go towards her family.
I think anybody who, okay, first of all, like I said, I do believe that she is in a better place. But I
Mhm.
think that for anybody that would attack CJ or anyone who passed away after they passed away, it doesn't, she's not going to know. It's not going to have any effect on her. It's a cowardly thing to do. And I can't, but I think there's a difference between,
Can you speak up, Nikki? You're cutting
sorry
in and
about
out.
that. No, I said that like anybody who would attack CJ or anyone who passed away, that's disgusting and that's cowardly because it's the person's not here to defend themselves.
Agreed.
Right. So I would be disgusted with anybody who did that. But there's a difference between, attacking someone and maybe giving your opinion on
Mhm.
some of the things. Sorry, I was just looking at my cat. But for me, like I hate it. Just grosses me out to think that something like CJ passing away is causing people like to come even in here and fight. Like that's
Yes.
crazy. That's disgusting. Whether or not, doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on. It doesn't matter if you were friends with her or you were her worst enemy. Do, do not start shit in her name at this. It
Right.
doesn't. That is foul. That is really disgusting. Like if you don't want anybody talking about her, that okay, but you don't get to make that choice. But I don't think Bill's dragging her here.
Oh, no, I don't think so either. I think he's being very open and honest, especially after what, he put in the comments that he is defending Robbie, but I think he's also defending himself in a way
He's
because,
just talking though. He's not like.
exactly. I think he's doing the best that he can with the situation,
Can I just
and
remind people that these same people hang out with the people who literally like dragged my mother after she died
you're right, Nikki.
within
You're
2 weeks.
absolutely right.
Retro and Amy and all of these people were screaming things like, "I don't believe your mother died, Nikki." They said disgusting things. You guys better remember that the next time you sit with those people, right? You remember that.
Agreed.
Well, he's next on the list. Would you, Nicole? We're just
But nobody had no one had any outrage with that. Nobody said a thing. They still sit with those people. They didn't hold any of them accountable. I don't even, it makes me sick what they said, but I would never do that. I don't think, and most of us would do that to CJ or anyone.
No,
But I
and
just
you were
want people
called.
to remember the people you guys sit with.
Yes, and you were called cold and heartless and that you
Yep.
were not acting right because your mother passed away. I'm going to go ahead and lay this out on the table. A lot of people don't know this. I've discussed it with you, Nikki. But the first death that I experienced that was major was my father. Now, yes, this is a very important topic, and I am going to compare it to the CJ thing, and this is why. My dad, from the time he was 36 years old up until he passed away, 2 weeks before he passed away, he was supposed to have a procedure done. He kept going back and forth on the procedure like he was scared. And he was talking to me, asking me very pointed questions, like he knew that I'm Wiccan. He always believed in the scientific parts of things, kind of thing. It's not that he
Yeah.
didn't believe in God, but he read a lot of Stephen Hawking and things like that. But he started asking me questions about what I believed in when someone passes away and what I thought about spirits and everything. And we had a lot of detailed discussions in the 2 weeks before he passed. I watched my dad die several times, either in an ambulance, in the emergency room, and they brought him back each time. And all I would hear after each time is, "I don't wanna go back there. Do not make me die in a hospital, Jessica. If you promise me anything, do not let me die in a hospital." Well, my dad, I have the messages. My dad knew he was dying. He knew his time was coming. Not saying that
hold
CJ
on,
didn't.
Jess. Hold on,
Go
Jess.
ahead.
So we have Larry here saying that showing.
I think he's on your side, isn't he?
Yeah, but I just want to comment on a few of the comments
Okay, go ahead.
in chat real quick. We're not trying to. It's not Mustang Sally. This isn't an attempt to speak ill of someone.
Absolutely
This is
not.
more of an educational. Okay, go on, Jess.
So, my dad knew he was gonna go. I thought it was just going to be another time where he ended up in the hospital and he would have this procedure done, even though he kept putting it off. And then I got a call Sunday morning. He was living with me, but he went to visit my grandmother in Stone Mountain for the weekend. He passed away at her home. My grandmother got the wonderful option, and she was the only one that could break it to me that my dad, her son, had died in her den. And her words to me that morning, and I was screaming. I was crying and I was screaming. And she thought I was angry with her, and I wasn't. I wasn't. But she said, "Jessica, the EMTs worked on your dad for almost 2 hours just so I could tell you that they worked on him." I cannot imagine, and even though I've been there and Nikki's been there with her mom's health problems and everything, even going through the health issues with my dad, even in the back of my mind thinking, "One day this day is gonna come, but it's not today." It does something to you. So regarding her daughter, her family, it's incredibly, incredibly hurtful. And Nikki and I both know what it's like to have to play that role when a parent dies and you've got to make the arrangements, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. There's all these things that come with it, and I would not wish it on anyone. So I am very empathetic for the fact that there's going to be some hard times ahead for her friends and for her family and for this community, especially if we keep going at each other like this.
Is it really worth it?
No,
I know.
it's not. And Blues Girl says, it is insulting to me, Larry, that people even suggest they can gatekeep how people feel. I've seen that a lot today, Blues Girl. You and I were talking about that earlier about if, somebody, if CJ didn't like somebody, but they're offering, condolences or offering their empathy, then that's not okay because she didn't mess with them anyway. Honestly, I, I think that CJ looking down from the best place that she could be in and out of this shithole of a world, she would be looking down on this community and going, wow, I did not realize that from both sides people actually cared. You're supposed to get some sort of visionary after you pass away, whether it's in your sleep or something else happens. But books I've read said that it kind of walks you through things. I don't know if it's true, but um, you never know. CJ could see this. Does it mean that she's going to see it all the time? No. But she would want us all coming together in some ways and not being threatened with, well, I'll show this clip or I'll fight this or I'll do that and we can prove the things you said about CJ. I don't think CJ would want that right now. I really don't. I don't think her family would want that. Why would you want to put her through that just to prove a point?
Well, I think that another thing that I think we should think about is, I can speak from experience because I've been
Mhm.
involved in some viciousness around here, but I I was thinking about it because, the thought, somebody passes away and you think, what how did you contribute to that person in their last days? It's kind of a fucking gross feeling personally, considering I have myself, gone
Same.
at it with people, and I don't know, I was thinking about that and I just thought, wow. Because I mean, I experienced it just with my mom and other people. I remember because everybody when they pass, they have at least one or two enemies or people that that they didn't like, and
Right.
I just think about that and uh, I don't even know how to put it, but it's
I
not
get what
a
you're
good
saying.
feeling.
It's because you fired back at some things that she said. I fired back at some things that she said.
Oh, I
We
never
all
really,
have.
well, I mean,
Hey,
I never really
Taco.
thought CJ was a terrible person, but yeah, she didn't like me, but that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general, like, when you think of someone passing away and then you think of your last interactions with that person and how did you affect them and like
Yep,
I don't know, it's kind of here we are, she's passed away and it does make you think.
that's true. I agree with that. And Bill, I do think you are a good person for talking about this. I do think you're a good person for going live about this because there's many different sides to it. And I'm actually glad to have Nikki up here. I haven't got to talk to her for a little bit, so
I know I wasn't really.
I know. I know. I wasn't either, but after seeing some of the comments everywhere, and I was seeing my mods getting attacked. I've had 2 or 3 of my mods getting attacked for sharing their empathy or that, they're
That's
sorry.
fucking terrible.
Eh,
This forum is for anyone who wants to be respectful, to say what they want.
right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
I think CJ actually got some shit the last time she came on my panel. I remember that after she got off, there were some people that were not happy with her. Some people were not happy with me because we were able to. It had nothing to do with me why she was up there. Honestly, it was not the situation had nothing to do with me or her actually. But it was, when you think about that, and it's like some of these people right now are Speaking of gatekeeping, cold warming made a good point. Or was it? Wait, one of them.
Nikki,
Somebody in the chat.
Nikki, you can't change how people feel on this. You're either passionate on one side or the other.
That's true. I think
That was Blues Girl, and she's one of my mods, and she's one of the ones that's had hateful things said to her over this. And at first, no, I wasn't going to say anything, but then I saw that Bill was live, and I'm like, okay, he's talking about
And at
this.
first, I
Did
wasn't
you
going to say
miss me?
anything
Made a
either.
good point here. Sorry, did you miss me? I just want to comment on that right here. You just highlighted it. She makes a really good point when she says she was no different than any of us, and that's actually true. Doesn't matter who, every single one of us. None of us are any better than anyone else. None of
Absolutely.
us.
That's a great comment.
I think that we're all here, and yeah, we fight it and shit, but you know, when somebody passes away, I think that everybody has the right to, well, they do. Everybody has the right to speak how they feel, and of course, everyone's going to have an opinion on something. But
Yes.
the bottom line is, everybody has the right to say something. I don't agree with speaking ill of the dead. I mean, I don't agree with that.
This wasn't the
No, I'm not saying you, Bill. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. I know you're not doing that. I don't believe that you're doing that. I'm just saying, like, that I would draw the line there myself. Obviously, I wouldn't do that. But I know that other people, like, I don't, if Robbie, I didn't see his post. I heard you read it, but I didn't catch all of it. But I do not believe Robbie ever wished death on her. I'm sorry, I have to say that.
He did not.
I mean, it happened on my panel. He never actually said that, and the fact that he's being accused of saying that is really fucking disgusting. I mean, can we all calm down, relax? That I don't, to say that I wish that, I don't believe those words came out of his mouth. And what he said? Listen, people have said some foul things out here, off like every day. And it just depends on what your standards are. Right? It just depends on what your standards are. Some people have higher standards than other people. The shit that gets said out here, and never mind the things that get said, the things that get done out here. I mean,
Agreed.
it's a vile community. So, you know what? Everybody judges everybody else, and I just don't think, especially when somebody passes away, it's really not the time to be, starting fights in her name. My God. Like,
Those words right there.
that's
Sorry, Blues Girl. I misinterpreted that, but she said the people making it all greatly disliked her at one point too. It's a drama community. Geez, exactly. And sometimes this point I like to make is like you're talking about, Nikki, and you're talking about as well, Bill, Blues Girl. Um, Sometimes it is hard to be the bigger person in all of these situations. Sometimes you just got to put somebody in their place. And yes, that dumbs you down a bit, but it's got to be done. If not, it gets worse. It does. I don't think
yeah.
any side is wrong in this situation. And people need to quit making it like it is.
And stop attacking people if they feel one way or the other.
Yes.
Yeah, that's people should be able
Much.
to speak their opinions. I mean, without, like I said, I don't see anybody actually dragging her or saying anything, horrible. But regardless, she is in a better place. She is not. I promise you, nobody who has passed on is concerning themselves with anything negative. I believe that.
Absolutely, Blues Girl. I will agree with that cold warning. It's not pleasant or nice. People will be affected differently. I truly feel bad that she as a person has died.
But how
Same.
do, but this is more of a warning on for other people in this community. How do you want to be remembered? What legacy are you going to leave behind? One of dread, one of backstabbing.
Fuck the
Just
legacy.
honestly.
The one I'm going to leave behind here is not going to be good. I am aware of that.
Mine
Not,
either.
not a great feeling, honestly.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure I'll be written down as, "Oh, she was funny as hell, but she was also a menace, dishonest." Whatever they wanna say. That's what I'm looking at is, so no, I'm not gonna be remembered in a good way. I know I'm not. And I don't think, even coming back with how I am now, I don't think that I can ever change that, and honestly, with some of these people, I'll just say it, I'm not sure I want to.
Yeah, it could be tough. I mean, it is sometimes hard to walk away from it or certain things, but
Yep,
here we all are. We're all here, and if we're
exactly.
not involved in it, then we're watching it.
Mhm.
And I mean, I I don't know. I mean, she was look. The bottom line here is this: if it doesn't matter, and this doesn't just go for CJ, but because we're speaking about her now, she was a friend to many. She was a mother. She was a daughter. She had loved ones in her life, and this YouTube situation, like obviously, I mean, I would be sickened to think that, because I think in that thing that you read, Bill, her daughter said that she was going to be removing. I would hope that her daughter doesn't come across anything fucking horrible.
Same.
You know what I mean? Like, because that's that. I mean, you know
I
that
get what you're saying, Nikki.
that's would be really fucking heartbreaking, honestly, because if she's gonna have to come over here, and I think she's gonna close up her accounts and things like that. I would hope that nobody's tagging her in anything. Nobody's I don't think anybody really would, but I think that we should all just have some decency, because like I said, I don't believe that wherever she I believe she is in a better place. I think that's where everybody goes, but as far as us here, I mean, I think we should at least do the best we can out of respect and compassion for her daughter and her family. If they happen to, you know.
Well, I'll disagree with you, Wendy. I think she would go up and gloat, and it's just the kind of person that she was.
Actually, quite a few people went. We lost another member of this community, which was Bam. And there were people that I know for a fact her daughter has her social media, all of it. And there were some really nasty comments left under some of her videos and her community posts by
I
people.
remember that.
Yeah, her daughter had to see that. And I get where you're coming from on that, Nikki. Like, why, when somebody's closing something down, should they have to see all that? So, even though people may not agree with me, I have a suggestion, and people can take it for what they will. If at some point in time, this goes for myself, you posted something in a community post, unless you were downright, I stand on what I said, I was feeling this way, you can't be faulted for that. But just for the sake of her daughter and her family, what if we all took our
Never
posts and
cry
things
wolf.
away? Like, what if we took our posts away? What if we took the tags away and it didn't tag her and it wasn't sitting there waiting on her family?
Hmm.
What if we all did that?
I don't think I have tagged her
So
I
already.
yes,
have.
never cry wolf.
I
Yes,
have.
never. Yes, never cry wolf. CJ passed away.
I just don't understand this thing with people saying it's too soon. I mean, where does it say that? We're having a conversation about death because
It,
someone passed away. I think it's a respectful conversation. I
it
think that
is.
I don't think there's I don't understand. I mean, I'm not an emotional person like that. Everybody saw because they dragged me for not being emotional, but
Yes, they did.
I feel like I'm very capable of having these conversations, and I don't understand. If I feel like if you don't agree with it, do not listen to it, don't engage. But you don't have the right to tell anybody what they can and cannot talk about and when. And also, then, because I have a feeling that this is going to be the reason people fire up people who are may be friends with her, or maybe people who dislike others are going to use this as an excuse to virtue signal. I hope that that doesn't happen. That would be absolutely that would be disrespectful. That would to use the passing of anyone, or even anybody's downfalls or anything like that, to use that as a to weaponize it. That's what it would be. It would be weaponizing it. I
Yes,
mean, you don't need to be doing any of that. If you want to have a conversation, I mean, everybody has the right to have an opinion, but I just don't think someone's passing is. I just think that you would be crossing all the
major
boundaries
boundaries. Yeah.
if you decided to say, "Oh my gosh, they were up there talking about it, like, and she said this and he said that. Calm down. This is nothing. This is not a reason to start drama. This is just a conversation that we're having
Agreed.
because she passed away. I mean, you can't act like that did not happen, and we're not dragging her. I wouldn't participate in anything like that. But I mean, I
But
think
but
it's
but, but contrary to popular belief, I do have feelings too.
you do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently, some people are on here calling me a sociopath, and
oh well. I mean, that's never. People are always going to say stupid shit like that.
Yeah. I pretty much think all three of us up here have been labeled crazy, psychotic, need to take
Yes,
meds, bipolar disorder, narcissistic, all those things. Psychopaths, everything.
civil.
Yep.
Yes.
Sybil's another one.
Hmm.
Um,
Delusional.
yes, I get called that as well. The
Do you see
three up here, we
Ginger
all do.
Snap's comment?
Let me
I
see.
agree with that.
Blue Girl said, I think sometimes people need to talk after things like this. Yes, they do. Ginger Snap. CJ was a close friend of mine, and I don't think it is right for anyone to be rude or hateful at this time. I agree with you, Ginger.
I
but
just think we should focus on how Bill titled this, because that's a very good um topic. The legacy you leave behind. I mean, and Jessica, you touched on that for a minute, right?
I did.
And I mean, if we all just took a moment, and I'm going to do that. Because I mean, I just went out here running my mouth because, who knows why? I don't know why, but whatever. I think it's important if we could all just take a moment and maybe to think about that. What are we leaving behind as far, at least in this community? When we
Absolutely. Let's do that.
I don't want people. Do you know how many people out here despise me? This is true. Okay, there is a lot, and the things I say in that, I don't care about that, but I do care about hurting people. I don't want to do that. I don't care if people who don't know me have opinions on me. That's fine. That's their prerogative. But I don't want to hurt any. I don't want to leave here hurting people.
yeah, because this is just gonna start attacks on either side, and I don't want to see that.
I wouldn't participate in
Everyone's
that.
gonna everyone's gonna feel the way they feel. Either it's mixed feelings, but just don't go into other people's comment section and start in.
Yeah, telling them how to feel and everything. Um, my legacy, since it is what you wanted to talk about, Bill. What's your legacy, Bill? What would you like to leave behind on this platform?
Hmm.
If you could take with you or leave, what would you leave behind? What would you take with you?
That I would never ever sell my integrity for money,
Okay.
for just for a few dollars. I'm not gonna sit there and I'm honest.
Lie. Hurt people.
Assume.
Always doing the right thing, even if it's the hard thing to do.
That's integrity.
Yep. Be honest with those around me, the ones that I care about, the way that I've came back and that honesty. If I could go back the past times that I have been on here, especially 2 years ago, I would have changed a lot. I would have given a lot back. Um, Also, the fact that I participated in some very hateful things against other people due to others that had issues with me. Also, I would stand up for the people that deserve
Mm-hmm.
standing up for. I would speak up more if I could do that, and that is something I can do. If I feel like something's not right, and there has been quite a few things here recently that I have felt that are not right. I should be speaking up and saying how I feel about them. I should be protecting the people that are being labeled as different, psychotic, civil, and all of that. That's how it should go.
But sometimes they got to be put in their place on this platform because they go too far.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
There's got to be a balance. I would like a balance in this community, is what I would like. I would like for the gatekeeping, and I'm not sure it ever will, but I would like for the gatekeeping to kind of dissipate. And that's one thing that I've had a hard time with is people. I'm like you, Nikki. I'm one of those people. You
You
can't tell
can't
me what to
ignore
do
shit.
anymore.
Yes.
Right. Can't
I have a
ignore those.
struggle with that. That's my biggest fault, I would say, is I struggle quite a bit with turning the other cheek or walking away, which maybe I should work on that because obviously that is a problem. And no, I don't like people telling me what to do or how, putting expectations. I don't think anybody should have to tolerate that. We're grown.
Absolutely.
Everybody here, we're all adults. And I mean, I'm within reason, of course, because there's certain things, yes, some people need to be told, okay, calm down there. That's crazy. But I think that, um, I don't know, this community is a very strange place, you know, and the things that even myself, like, it's usually, I've noticed that when fights start, it could
Right.
start over the littlest things, right? Like
Yes.
Scotty, that was such a stupid little thing, but in so quickly, that shit evolves. It snowballs into all of the things, and it's like, if you look at it and you think, and it happens all the time with something little, some little ember, some little teeny tiny little thing, not ember, like the embers of a fire,
Yes.
and then all of a sudden there's a whole fucking inferno, and you're like, it really just started over something. It could have been a misunderstanding. It could have been somebody like me having a little bitch fit temper tantrum, which is what I was having that day. I do have those. And then just from that, there's no rooms. There's never any, I don't know. People don't take time, I think, for any understanding or to say, oh, wait a minute. If, if somebody calls you a bitch or a cunt because they're having a moment, that's not
Right.
a reason to lose your shit and be like, "Oh, fuck this. Now you're getting exposed." But usually that does happen. I think that people should probably there's oh my god, it was Amber who says that. Amber has always said, is it Amber that says something like when someone says something to you or pisses you off, wait. I think she says like wait 24 hours or something.
And it'll be a completely different
See how you feel
situation.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? That is such a good rule actually. Unfortunately, I don't follow that rule. I probably should try doing that, but
I don't either.
because I don't care after. I usually don't give a shit about anything that happens after my live streams or whatever. It's usually I'll go on to whatever said the next day, you know.
So we already have a person. We already have a person tonight who decided to capitalize and weaponize what happened. His name is Cuck Eli. Everyone may know him as Eli, the big life coach. So what he's doing is he went live
Mm-hmm.
and he's trying to weaponize this whole thing.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's weaponizing this whole situation just to get support.
Did he even know her?
No, I don't think he did. From what I know of, now I'm like you, I was not a part of the like inside, but what I did see before I left 2 years ago, I was seeing the beginning of what was going on with him. I, I never, from what I saw, no, he did not know CJ. He did not have any dealings with her at all whatsoever. And if he did, it was through Lycan, and she probably told him to fuck off in all sincerity.
You know what? Sorry. Was just reading a comment from Ginger Snaps, and she said, "My friends do not want to attack or weaponize this in any way. Please understand we are still in shock and grieving." I do want to say this because this is something that could easily and will likely happen. Okay, all of CJ's friends are, like she said, are grieving right now in this, and they will be. So there is the potential that they might just be fucking losing their shit on people. For me, I would give that a pass. For anybody who's listening, they let it go. Let these people, they were her friends. If anybody just starts to, you know what I mean? Like, just have some compassion because we all know when somebody passes away, it doesn't have to be a family member, it could be a friend. If you're grieving, you're fucking angry.
Yes.
And like I said, I did say I would hope that nobody's going to start a drama, but reacting or being in that state of just anger, because you get angry when people pass away. That part of your grieving is anger. It may happen, and I think that if something kicks off, and one of our friends or something gets upset, even at Bill, because Bill's doing this live, I think that maybe we should just be like, okay, it's fine. They're going to be
Agreed.
upset. It's going to happen, and that's just human nature. I mean, I wouldn't respond to something like that because, like Ginger said, they are grieving. People are grieving.
I can tell you deep in my heart and deep in my soul all the deaths that I went through, and you know how many, Nikki, over the
Yeah.
past year and a half.
Hmm.
Like, I went through all of them with you. Bill, I haven't gotten that deep in it with you, but it's been a lot. And I can say that from the sadness to the anger, there are still some days that I will randomly just break down, but after I break down, I'm angry. And it doesn't
Oh,
matter who's in my firing line. It doesn't matter if I'm at work or whatever. And then I'll admit it, I'll have panic attacks. I'll have anxiety, and I have to take care of that. So if that makes me crazy, then I'm crazy. But
my biggest emotion about my mom is rage. I
yes,
still like. I can't explain it. I have a therapist, and I've spoken to her about it, and I'm like, I'm still fucking angry that like, I don't, I don't know why. I mean, I do know why, but I'm just so angry, so fucking angry. Like throughout the day when I'm thinking about it, if anything that reminds me, and I think about her, I get so fucking enraged just at the thought, just because I just think she shouldn't be gone. She
Nikki,
should not be gone.
I will be in traffic, either going to work or coming home from work or doing family things. And I will see someone's tag and the numbers will match my dad's birthday, or it will have my dad, like his birthday and his year, or it will have my birthday and his birthday. I never knew that the tag on the back of my car, I'm not going to say the letters because people suck, but the numbers, I didn't realize it until after he died what the numbers were. It was both of our birthdays put into one. And it just came like that. I didn't ask for that. And when I see stuff like that, I break down. I break down and then I get angry.
But everyone tonight, if you feel bad about it or you don't feel bad about it, they shouldn't be judged for how they feel.
Absolutely.
No, I've never lived in such a state of rage and anger consistently in my whole life as I have since March. Like every day, I just have these. Every time, every day, it's of course I'm sad, but yeah, I just get very angry, and so I it makes me think of other people when they're going through loss. And again, it doesn't have to be a family member. If you love someone, you love someone. I mean, it's no different.
Right.
And I feel like there's going to be some of that going on around here. And I think that we should at least recognize if it's grieving, anger, let them say whatever, because sometimes you have to, you just got to let it out. And, you know, there might be a little fucking, you might catch a stray or some shit, who knows? But then there's the other side where there are people that will weaponize this. That is disgusting.
And
That's
we already have one person tonight doing that because he can't get support any other way.
that is absolutely sickening.
That shouldn't even be happening. That should not be something that's going on at this time. I did see
Thank you,
somebody, I
cold
don't know if
morning.
she's blocked or something, but somebody made a comment about Amy, and I don't know what it was, but
Okay, let me put that back up. Hold on, let me go back. Here we go. Cold warning.
Amy, are you paying close attention? No need for your loose mouth. Well, cold warning, I just want to say I actually appreciate you saying that. And the reason why is because I think you know that that's going to happen, that's going to come. And before it comes, I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
Fuck you, Amy. Sorry.
That, fuck you, Amy.
I'm
And
sorry.
Amy, you used her as a mouthpiece. You used
Mm-hmm.
her panel. You took complete and total advantage and used her to do things to other people. Now, I get it. People have a mind of their own and everything, but she just wanted friends. She wanted to be liked. In fact, she even went back to Miss Cooper.
I
CJ
have to say,
did.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know CJ very well, so I don't know. I can't say I know any. I mean,
Yeah, she did a lot regarding for Amy. I don't know how or why she got it done, but it seems to be from what happened from MASH leaving supposedly, but that's going to be another person that eventually they're going to sound off on this shit. So I'm
well,
just going to go ahead and tell you now, Amy, sit the fuck down. We all knew that you were using her. You like to use people. You have no genuine feelings in your body. Not to do what you did to Nikki, myself, Bill, or anyone in this
Robbie.
community. Robbie, and if you don't like it, fuck you. I don't give a fuck what you like.
I just hope that I don't hear people running around saying Robbie wished this. If you have a clip where he actually wishes that upon her or anyone, please send it to me, or I mean, I wouldn't recommend playing it at this point.
Correct.
But I don't know. I don't believe he, because it was on my panel once when CJ came up and they got into it, and there was some things being said back and forth. But to wish it on someone, no. Predicting it is another thing. Saying, because they did say that shit back and forth. But don't, if you anybody is going to say that he wished he did, I don't believe that he did.
No,
And
he was
I
just saying all Robbie was trying to convey was she was a ticking time bomb. She should take care of herself.
They were saying it back and forth. They were both saying shit. But
Yes.
nobody was wishing it on anybody. I don't believe she said it to him, and I don't believe I have the live stream still. And I would not ever put that public, but I'm just saying that I don't recall him ever saying, "I wish XYZ." But I feel
Right.
like
I
there are
haven't
some people
either.
that will twist it.
Well, what I'm worried about that's going to get brought up and they're going to try to use it is the whole mommy ramblings thing. That whole thing that was not true, that
None
he
of that
did
was
not
true.
do. And they're going to be like, oh, it's just like this. Obviously, for you people that are saying, oh, well, I was really good friends with Robbie and I watched it go down. like I said in a comment on his post, I've been on bad terms with Robbie. I've been on good terms with Robbie. I've never seen him be out of character, disrespectful like that. And I'm also the same way, Mustang Sally. No, you don't speak ill of the dead. And I
And
think,
it's
go
and it's
ahead, Bill.
unfortunate.
Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Now you have Robbie defending himself on his community wall because people are going at him, and
Right.
that's not right.
And you shouldn't have to.
You
I
shouldn't
will
have.
put the I mean if I have to if it means defending Robbie, I will make that public. I'm not gonna if people are gonna be out here saying that, if they're referring to the live stream that mine, I will pay. I don't. I will do that because you don't need to be saying some shit like that. That was never said. And if
Agreed.
anybody, if you consider yourself a friend of CJ's, maybe you should calm down. And that is something nobody should be bringing up because what's it going to change at this point? How is it
Nothing.
going to? What's it going to do? First of all, it's a lie. Robbie never said that. Secondly, to she has passed. This is not the time to start rehashing any of that shit because fucking look, we have everybody out here has said some ignorant shit.
Yes.
We have all done it. We've all said it. I mean, I think we should just calm down and stop trying to fucking act like this is the Victim Olympics. And, no, every single person who is, including myself, all of us, there are no victims out here. None of us
Exactly.
are.
Take accountability, take responsibility.
That's the word. Yes.
We can do that. We
I
can do
mean,
that.
she's not here to say anything on about this at this
Nope.
point. So I don't think that anybody should be dragging. But if you guys want to, just know you're fucking gross for that.
Yep.
And
You
then
are
Sally
disgusting.
Ann had the nerve today to go into Robbie's comments and accuse Robbie of wishing death on anyone.
That's
Saw
not true.
that.
She did that. Donald
Sally
Trump has
Ann,
a fucking family too, you know. And
I saw that.
what did she say about the military? Sally Ann, have a seat. Okay, you know what? No, I'm not going to do this, but that's some hypocritical shit right there. Just because Sally Ann knows CJ does not make what she's claiming Robbie said any worse than what she has said herself about other humans. She wished death on people too.
she wished death on our troops.
Yes.
Yep. And here's
I
two
mean,
things. Sorry, Nikki. Go ahead.
no, I was just agreeing with him.
And here's two things that Sally Ann has said. One of them being today in jurors, and yes, I'm going to say this, I'm going to point this out about midway through the stream. Juror and Sally Ann were like, I hope this isn't a joke or something like Truthy Magoo, but I would be happy if it was because it would mean she's here. Okay, you
That's what I
guys
thought.
were,
That's what I thought at first. Is this a cruel joke
I
or is this
I did as well because I've
prank?
seen it before.
Yeah, we all seen it before. I had extreme skepticism when I heard it, but then a screenshot of CJ's Facebook page
Right.
just said, "Oh, this is not a joke. This is not." And then the feelings I was having is, well, she's been so mean to everyone else.
See, Cold Warning's comment, the last comment there, Bill.
I'm looking at it right now. Hold on. Scroll up.
He said Sally Ann has no right to comment after all she did to CJ, except with a bowed head.
Thank you, Cold Warning. I will
Yes.
agree with you on that.
Absolutely. In fact, anyone who was her friend but at one point was against her
Mhm.
can take that into consideration. Just because you happen to be, and I'm not talking about her genuine friends like the people that, she had uninterrupted friendships with. I mean, those off and on ones. Just because you were on good terms with her when she passed, you don't get to point your fingers, okay? Don't be doing that. Because y'all did some nasty shit to her too.
Exactly. And I've been saying it all day. I was like, I want to know how Coops is going to sound off on this. There's another person. I want to know how they're going to sound off on this. And people are like, going to be like, well, it doesn't matter about that person. Marie 21. Yes, it does matter. The
Yeah,
reason,
because I wouldn't blame Marie 21 if she could care less because of all the things that CJ has done to people on this platform.
And that was actually what I was about to say. And she would be one of the main people that would be like, look, this is what happened in my time with her. This, and this.
Well, if
And
anybody were to come out and say good, oh, great things about the CG, and when the whole goddamn community knows that they didn't like that person, that's some hypocrite. Then don't be a hypocrite. If you didn't like someone, you're
yes,
allowed to say that. You are allowed to. I mean, you are.
yes. And that's fake as fuck posting crap and being like, oh, I'm sorry, and this and that. And I'm
I'm not gonna sit here and be fake.
No.
I'm not gonna
agreed.
sit here and be fake and say, well, I feel so devastated by her loss.
Well,
No. I'm trying not to dwell on it.
Amy couldn't care less. She was on a fucking panel with CG when CG was in need of help.
Yep.
We all heard that shit. Amy, I hope you don't come out here saying shit.
Oh, she will. You know she will. She does it for everything.
Oh God.
But she let that woman fall on the floor between her bed and nightstand while she bitched about drama
Yep.
on YouTube. She didn't give a damn that
Nope.
CJ needed help.
Well,
You were
I'll give Sally Ann this. At least she asked, "Are you all right, CJ?"
That's even worse on Amy because there was someone else on the panel that was recognizing there was a problem,
yes.
and she still ignored it.
So I was actually on. This is quick. I was on. This was a couple years back. Nikki might remember this. I don't know if you know BCF Bill,
Yeah,
but
I know who she is.
yes, I was on a panel with her and she fell asleep. She zoned completely out. And she was having issues. Well, AJ, being the good person that she is, said, Jess, you know her phone number. Something's not right here. I think you should call someone. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I don't want to, I don't want to do that. And in the stream, I'm saying, I don't want to do that to somebody. I don't want to, like, what if she really is fine? And maybe she's just tired. Well, then I did make the call because nothing worked to get her to wake up.
I
And
passed it on a stream once.
yeah, and come to find out, but you were sleeping, Nikki.
They played
This
a
was
bullhorn.
different.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. But hers really was different. And afterwards, she said something to me privately, and I'm not going to repeat it. But she was grateful that I called.
Hmm.
So there was that. I just I do want to hear what Coops has to say. I want to hear what Marie 21 has to say. And the last thing I want to bring up about Sally Ann is Sally Ann, I thought you were Wiccan. I think you are Wiccan. Do you not see what the people you sit with have said about our religion, or
I
are
don't
you
believe
pagan?
she is because let me tell you this: if she were, she would know the Wiccan read by heart,
Right?
and she would know what it states in there. There's no such thing as negativity in Wiccan. You cannot be Wiccan and say the things that woman says. It
That's right.
clearly says, do as you will, so long as ye harm none. That
Yep.
means do whatever you want to do, but as long as it causes harm to no one. I can't say that Sally Ann lives that way. And there's the same rule applies in most religions, just in different words.
It does.
And again, everything you put out into the universe comes back to you times 3. I don't think Sally understands that concept. I think she's just doing it because she thinks it's fucking trendy or something. It's not. It's a whole official religion.
Absolutely. But if she's just doing it to be trendy, I'm just saying, if that's something, how can you sit with those people that are, whether it's trendy or not, you're sitting with those people and they're bashing the things that you believe in. So take a step back, mourn your friend, have the memories of your friend, and you know
I'll tell you
what?
what, oops. Did you
It's how I
not see what
feel.
she said about Scotty's daughter?
No, I did
It
not.
was disgusting. I'll send you the video. It was fucking disgusting.
Oh, Coops did?
Yeah,
Yeah, she actually did that.
it was so disgusting.
Hi, River Rat.
She literally said on her panel she didn't give a fuck. And I was like, and she's, so I wouldn't expect much from her. I mean, and I think that's even worse because Scotty's daughter's still alive, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what is wrong with you?
All of that is wrong. And I guess the part that I am curious about is all the years that her and CJ did fight and they went at each other. and now CJ's been on her panels and everything. Somebody said earlier she passed away doing what she liked, dragging someone right
Hmm.
after. And, seeing that and reading that, I was like, wait a second. That's the person wasn't lying. They were
Yeah.
telling the truth.
What?
Yeah, someone said they made this statement. They said she passed away after she got done doing something she loved, which was dragging people.
Well,
She did like to drag people.
but see, going back to that one thing, and I do want to say this where, I believe you believe in this. Everything you put out into the universe comes back to you times three. That's the rule of threefold. Also,
Yes.
do as you will, so long as it harm none. That is the big. I live by that. I really do. I know it's hard to believe for some people the way I run my mouth, but that's the reason you won't see me in all my years of being out here. I don't bring I'll say it. I'll say that I will. I always say, "Oh, I'm going to show this. And I'm going to show that." I don't care what people say that that I say that and I don't show the receipts. I believe in that. I firmly believe that once you start doing dirty shit like that, you're opening. It's going to come back on you.
Yep, it's
So if
over
you
with,
ever
and
have to
this
do
started
it,
2 years
make
ago.
yeah, you have to make like I believe that just like I try to just keep it to running my mouth, just saying shit because I
Venting.
can people can say shit back, but I absolutely believe that if if you start doing crazy shit or saying like I don't know. Natasha saying what she said about Scotty's daughter. I could not imagine knowing that she's a mother herself. Like, why would you invite that in? Like, it might not happen tomorrow, but understand that the universe does not forget.
No, it doesn't. And karma comes around a whole lot quicker than people think it does.
Yeah, I believe in that, and so hey, Coco, I wouldn't. I don't know. It's disgusting.
Some people are being disgusting today.
No, this was I don't know when this was, but like a week ago. I just saw it today though, and I was just
Yeah,
thinking,
it was when Scotty first mentioned that her daughter was sick and was going through serious health issues. I did not see the video, but I heard remnants from other people of how she acted about it, and
I could send it to you, Bill, if you want it.
Oh, please.
I
Oh,
would
okay.
like to
Hold
see
on.
it. That's
All right.
horrible.
Hold on. I'll send it to Bill. It was fucking horrible. It's only 3 minutes long. There to you. And where's Jessica? Sorry, let me see. Where the hell?
Well, cold warning. You said Marie 21 will not comment, I hope. Honestly, I kind of hope that she does, and here's why. I hope that she does because one, the amount of things that she's been through on this platform with that person. However, I think it would be healthy for her to say what she needs to say and get it out and have a safe space. That's why under Robbie's comments where he was getting blamed for that whole thing and there
Never.
yeah, the clip of CJ. What so what? We're supposed to exclude Marie 21 from saying what or saying how she feels because they were never in a good spot? I mean, she may
Everybody.
not be. She may not go at it hatefully. She could just as easily be like, "You know what? CJ passed away. These things went too far between us." It, it could end up being a she's gone now, I forgive her. You never know. You never know what someone's gonna say. So I would like to I kinda wanna
Ad.
drag her.
It is actually. He wanted to slip in the DMs. I said, no, I don't get down like that, little boy.
Oh, so you turned him down in the rejection. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it. I get it.
Yep. Sorry, boy. When your balls descend, maybe you could try again with someone else. Not me, but maybe someone else.
Only boys send dick pics, not men.
Mm-mm.
Most men know. Women don't want to see that. Like, I'm sorry, a dick is
There's some
not the
other
most
fucker out
attractive
here.
thing to see.
Who does that on a stream where we're speaking of someone who passed away? What is wrong with you, you sick fuck?
I know, and we're the evil ones. We hated her and all these things, but yet he shows his dick as we're talking about CJ. Hey, you
I
guys
want to
want
know.
to jump somebody? Jump
I
that
want
person.
to, Riker. I want to know who do you think is intimidated by you? Who?
He needs to
No
replace those
one.
headphones.
Fuck you. I'm not that far from you. Why don't you get in your fucking car and drive over here? You fuck. Big man. Don't want to fuck with me? Fuck yourself.
His headphones scream, "I'm poor. Please help."
He's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot.
Ah.
He's an embarrassment.
Oh goodness. I do have my own channel, Greiker. You're welcome over there as long as you keep it in your pants and don't spread fleas to my channel.
Look at him publicly. You want to get doxxed, little man? Oh, you're so big and bad. Fuck off.
Hey, Robbie, we're gonna start another one. I'm posting the
Yeah.
link in the YouTube link.
I don't know, Nikki. I do think we are some badass bitches, actually. All the
We
shit we've
really
dealt
are,
with,
though. Truly.
like, people
I was
shake with
thinking of.
us.
I was thinking we should, and I told Robbie this. I was like, maybe we should do start doing live streams where we'll just bring up all the shit that went on like 7 years ago. Just
get to
not
now. Yep.
start it up again. Just kind of go over it.
Yes, agreed. I'm down for that.
Did you want to shut this down, Bill, and we'll
Yeah,
go to the other
give
one?
me just 1 second.
All right.
Let me
Okay.
shut down. Let's see here. What did I forget?
He did that to me too. He did that for Rachel because Rachel threw him some $20. So he did the same thing to me. So I guarantee you he got paid for that.
I'll
All
pay
right,
you
we're
20
gonna
bucks
kill
Cracker
it.
if you just put it away
Go
for
over to the
good.
link. Go over to the link in chat. So we're gonna go back over there.
All right. I'll see you guys over there.
Okie dokie. Bye.
Bye.